There are probably thousands of AI tools out there now. Over the last 6 months, I've tested 237 of them and I've whittled my list down. Now, whoever you are out there, if you're still slowly typing things into chat windows, notes, Google Docs, then you need to stop. You need to start speaking because you can speak 3 times faster than you can type. And once you realize this, you'll never go back. And there's an app that helps you do that, and it's called Whisperflow. And it works across any of your devices, any of your windows, anywhere you're online. You can start typing with your voice. I'll show you how it works. Once you download it, you can open up any window, whether it's Notes or WhatsApp or an email, hit the function key, and you'll see at the bottom of your screen, you get this little buzzing window and it will start recording your voice. So you could say, hey, can you remind me to create a note that sends James an email every Friday? And you can see while I was recording my voice there, it's actually transcribed everything and put it together with really nice grammar and text in there, even commas, quotation marks, question marks. So you don't even have to go through and edit what you're doing. Whisperflow does everything automatically for you. So if you're the kind of person that maybe goes to something like ChatGPT and thinks, oh, by the time I've written my prompt, I might as well just written the thing, you can actually just use Whisperflow in here to prompt AI really quickly as well. Can you give me some ideas for the title of my video about testing 237 AI tools over the last 6 months? So quickly, you can speak your prompt in as long or as short as you want, get it going. And actually, I'll put a link in the description below where you can get a free month of Whisperflow. I'll put links to everything I talk about in this video and any discounts that I've got along the way. This next AI tool allows you to automate pretty much anything without having any technical knowledge. It's called Gumloop, and while it might look complicated, it's actually super easy to use. Now, the key part of Gumloop is in the top right here. It's the bit that says Create Flow, because this is the thing that's going to allow anyone to automate anything conversationally. So you can just tell it what you want. We could use Whisperflow again here to say, can you summarize my unread emails from the last 24 hours and then create me an actionable to-do list every morning? And so we can use Whisperflow to prompt quickly in here, run that prompt, and now Gumloop is going to go and build this AI automation workflow with AI agents built into it. It's actually finding the relevant integrations. It's actually generating us a plan here. And then once it starts building, it starts putting in nodes like the Gmail reader, adding them all in and connecting them up. Here's an example of another one I built the other day that is able to take my YouTube videos, come up with ideas, turn them into LinkedIn posts, and generate lead magnets all off my transcripts before spitting everything out in a Google Doc. And it all runs from this super neat interface that is automatically generated with it as well. I just drop the YouTube link in there, submit the flow and run it. And out the other end comes the well-written LinkedIn post based on what I've been talking about and my insight and the lead magnet to go with it. So when people comment under the post, I can send them this extra help, this extra framework for them to be able to use in their own work. Everything runs automatically and is super accessible. Okay, let's jump over to something that I basically rely on for everything. And this is Notion and its AI capabilities. Now, I've actually built this out as sort of what I like to call my second brain, where it's got everything I need all stored in here, ready for me to use, to remember, to recall at any time. For example, I built something called the Motor Cortex, and this is my central hub for execution. It's where I keep things like my AI recipes and my toolbox here for all the tools I use. So there's actually a link in the description where you can start getting these AI recipes, which are literally step-by-step flows of how you can do stuff with prompts inbuilt. So idea generation prompts here for this lead magnet generator again, that even goes as far as building the spec that you can use in a vibe coding tool, which I can show you in a minute actually. Now there's two awesome elements to the AI functionality within Notion. Number one, if you drop in at the bottom right here and click hi, it's Notion, you get your assistant. And your assistant is awesome. One, because you can use different AI models within this to do your work, whether that's Claude, Gemini, or GPT. Two, because it doesn't just summarize and give you information, it can actually build stuff. And that's super helpful because Notion can be quite complicated. So I could ask it, can you build a database on this page as my AI toolbox where I'll store all the details and links to my favorite AI tools? And when you run that prompt, it's actually going to get and start building within Notion. Now, this makes Notion way better than just a note-taking tool. it's a hub for everything you do. Very quickly, it's done exactly what we've asked and build that database, but it doesn't stop there because I can say something like, can you research and add the most popular AI tools to the database? And it can get to building and researching that information into here as well. So it can reach outside of the Notion architecture. And check it out, it's actually started building this huge list of AI tools that I can use. So it's immediately built an awesome database in just a matter of seconds. This is crazy. Now, the other thing about Notion is it can reach in and out of other AI tools. So Claude and ChatGPT and Perplexity, you can all connect them up to your Notion. So if you hit the plus button here on something like Claude, go down to connectors and manage connectors, you can see I've got Notion added in here. And this is great because all the information that I have in Notion, I can see as a human, I can also now reference and pull in and out from Claude. So I can say something, can you find my 3-2-1 mental model in my Notion motor cortex to start working with here? And you'll see Claude is going through searching my Notion for this information to pull that out into our chat here to start working with. And I can do the other way. I can create things in Claude and have it fire it and create, for example, these new tools. If I've been working on a new tool outline for a video in Claude, I can say, hey, can you add that to my favorite toolbox in my Notion? And it'll go and add all this stuff automatically. So everything flows beautifully between these two areas. Now, before we get too in the weeds, let's move on to something super amazing for pretty much everyone. This is Gamma. And it allows you to create amazing presentations, pages, LinkedIn carousels almost instantly. So let's check this out. When you start creating, you'll get met with this screen. We're going to say paste in text because I actually want to give it the text that we're going to build. We're actually going to try and make a LinkedIn carousel in this video. So I'm going to say we're going to create for social media and for portrait mode. And then I need to post in some text or some notes from the outline. And what I'm going to do, actually, we're going to double down on some of these tools. We're going to go to Claude. We're going to use Whisperflow in Claude. And then we're going to pair that into Grammar. I need to create an outline. Sorry, I need to create a 5-slide deck in Gamma. Can you write each card that we can then create in Gamma for a LinkedIn carousel, making each card have a clear message, an actionable step for people to use to help them learn the 3-2-1 mental model. So here's that prompt you can see. And I did misspeak through the prompt, and Whisperflow's actually tidied that up for us now to use straight away in Claude. And because I pulled stuff out of my Notion to start this chat with the context and information, it's got all the information it needs to actually then turn this into a nice bit of text for our LinkedIn carousel. So what have we done? We've combined Whisperflow, Notion, Claude, and now we're moving it into Gamma, where we might just tidy up some of these cards. But the cool thing is it's actually already structured it how Gamma wants it as well, with these 3 dashes in the middle here that signify different cards. So it knows everything's going nicely from the start. What do you want to create with this content? We're actually just going to preserve this exact text because we've already got the information and the shape of what we want to do to then configure our carousel. Then on the left-hand side here, you can add your own visuals. So you can select your own brand colors, your own themes to use in Gamma, as well as different images. So you can actually use Nano Banana Pro. That's photorealistic illustrations, 3D, line art, all sorts. So maybe we'll leave it on 3D, for example, and just check the format that we actually want. And just like that, we're ready to actually generate our carousel or our swipeable post. And here we go. Gamma's building in real time our full set of cards. And it should be at the top here, generating us a nice image. It's got the swipe to learn the framework, breaking everything down, super easy, super nice, and finishing with the actionable step for people. Now within here as well, you can actually edit, so you can change your text in here. You can highlight certain things and say, I want to visualize with this text. If you want to use it on bigger presentations, this works really well. But we could actually break down our structure here, the 3-2-1 framework, into a more visual metaphor. And we've got our 3D image added at the top here as well. So next up, I just mentioned it. Were you listening? Were you paying attention? I mentioned something called Nano Banana, and this is the most awesome thing if you want to start working with your images. It runs directly inside Google Gemini. So if you have Google Workspace or you have a Google account, you can access this completely for free. Now, Google Gemini works very similar to ChatGPT and Claude in terms of its chat functionality and connections and stuff, but it stands head and shoulders with its image generation and editing. You can see how I was using it the other day. I'm actually looking to buy a house at the moment, but I have a terrible imagination. And I look at houses and I'm like, it's not my style. I don't want to buy it. Of course, you can renovate houses. You just need a good imagination or a good prompt, like I've written here, to help reimagine this property in a style that I prefer. And this is how Nano Banana actually built it out. It's got the same shape of room, it's got almost the TV in the same position, but it's just transformed the furniture and the decoration in there. You can see I did it for this kitchen as well, and you could go a step further and say, can you make the ceiling black? Boom, it's gone and made the edits for us really nicely. You notice if you try to do this in ChatGPT, it kind of messes up the edits. You can do all sorts of things in here. For example, I had this image mocked up and I actually wanted to change the bananas into garlic, and here we go. It's done a great job. So Nano Banana is all about your imagination. Whatever you want to generate or edit in your images, it can help with that. Now, let's move on to the best research tool, and that is Perplexity. Perplexity is kind of a cross between Google search and ChatGPT. It has that chat functionality, but it's an AI search engine at the same time. So obviously we can ask it something basic like what are the latest trends in AI and get it to run that search. And it won't just work off its internal memory and training, it'll actually search the web for this information and provide us back a summary, all with citations. So you can go and check the actual information is correct. So we don't have to siphon through blue links on Google. We don't have to trust that it's correct. We get the best of both worlds. You can set loads of different sources for search. So you can see here that you can search the web, you can search social. So you can set it just to search Reddit, finance, even go into your Gmail, Google Drive. And as I mentioned before, we've got Notion integration as well and other things in here. If we want to search through all these other apps, then we can do that as well. But interestingly, you can also choose different AI models. So you can use Sonar, which is Perplexity's LLM, its large language model, but you can also use ChatGPT, you can use Claude, you can use Gemini, you can use Grok, all within the context of the work you're doing here. So when you're researching actually doing work, you can use them all. Now, we've also got some great modes in here that are deep research, so we can do super in-depth research. It'll take 10 minutes to go and scan hundreds of sources for our research and provide a report. Or we can use AI agents within labs. So you can get it to design a slide deck outlining business plans or whatever it is you want to research. It'll go into research mode, get the information, create the report, and then build out graphics and slides for you. You can see here it's already started actually coding up our mini pitch deck for us based on the research. In less than 2 minutes, we've got our initial pitch deck. So if you're doing even more in-depth research and actually pulling together big reports with Perplexity, you can then build out some incredible stuff really quickly. Massively underrated. Definitely one to keep on your radar. Now, obviously, we've been researching some stuff here, but actually, then we can start building with AI. And let's talk about vibe coding, because there's two really great, accessible, easy apps that anyone can start using. I couldn't really split these two because they both work great. There's one called Bolt and there's one called Lovable. And these are vibe coding apps. So we can just ask it for what we want and it will start building. You can see this app that I built off a really short prompt really quickly. I want to build an SEO forecasting app. I want it to have modern techie feel, include revenue generated from SEO results. And along the left-hand side here, you can see that actually in not that long, a little conversation back and forth, which is mainly Bolt outlining what it's going to do. It built the app, which then you're actually able to publish instantly on a URL for anyone to use. So this is a live calculator tool that we built in a matter of minutes and generate a forecast in almost the click of a button that shows the ROI breakdown of if this company was to invest in SEO, these are the results that are coming back and the potential ROI over a 12-month period. While over on Lovable, I did exactly the same thing, but this was to build a lead magnet micro tool, which helps people understand where they can start using AI in their business. We built it in a few minutes, then published it on a URL, and they go through this tool to actually find out the best way to start using AI in their business. It gives them a custom answer based on their output, including quick start guide, even writes prompts for them based on what they want to achieve. So you can build simple stuff really quickly and you can get super in-depth and build some really incredible stuff now. Okay, getting into the top spots now, and I want to give a shout out to an underrated old faithful, and that is these custom GPTs, because when you get these right, these are insane. Now, a lot of them are pretty gimmicky and don't really give you that much advantage over just using the normal chat interface. But when you build them right, you get some pretty cool outcomes. So, for example, I actually just was talking about building that little mini app to help people understand where they can get started with AI in their business. That came from using this custom GPT. Now, the way I built this is you just don't even have to think of a prompt. You just hit start here and the tool, the ChatGPT custom GPT, starts working. So it asks us some questions to start with. So we can go ahead and again, we could use Whisperflow to answer these questions. And then it keeps going through the key steps in this And it keeps going through the key steps in this process until you get, and very quickly, you get your structured output of ideas based on the strict inputs. Now, building really basic custom GPTs is actually super easy. You just go to the create area of GPTs, give it a name, add a description, give it some custom instructions. Or you can click create on the left-hand side here and use ChatGPT to create custom GPTs. So we're actually going to make one live here. So I'm going to say, I want to create a custom GPT that generates prompts based on this methodology. And then I'm going to go up to the top right of my screen here, and I'm going to go into what I call speed dial. This is a little Chrome extension that stores my favorite prompts, and I've got one called the master prompt. So I'm going to copy that prompt and I'm going to put it into here, and it's actually explains to ChatGPT how to write great prompts. So you can see here it uses the 4D methodology. We can run that, and ChatGPT is going to work for us to actually configure our custom GPT perfectly. Then when you flick back over to configure, you can see it's written all of our custom instructions for us, a description. So we publish that GPT, and then we can start using it, the master prompt generator. We're just going to let's start writing a prompt, and then it's going to ask us some clarifying questions to make sure we need to give it some information here. So the goal of what we want to do, the audience or who is going to be using this prompt, and the platform constraints, ChatGPT, Claude, etc. And then it will get to work writing our prompt. Boom. Easy as that. Okay, so that brings me on to the final top spot. And honestly, along with Notion, this kind of sits as the central operating system for everything I do. And it is, of course, Claude, which, as I said before, very similar to ChatGPT, but it has some really unique functions in here. So you can, for one, go and use style, and you can create and replicate anyone's writing style in a matter of seconds. You can see I've got my LinkedIn voice here. It's got some presets in there, but you can create a custom style. So you can just add writing examples in here and immediately clone someone else's voice or replicate your own style. The real power in Claude comes in something called projects. And this is where the magic happens. This is where I've trained it even further. You can see I've actually built myself a YouTube consultant, for example. And in here, things get way more dialed, because on the right-hand side, you can see I've got various files here that is context about my business and how I work in text format about the different things I offer. And then it's got all different bits of information about creating YouTube videos, such as how to hook your viewers, YouTube introduction examples, how to write great titles. Plus, I even added some research in here that was outlier YouTube titles and frameworks and formulas. So I've gone and researched a ton of really high performing YouTube titles in my niche. I've even then added in different frameworks of how to write great titles, or how other people are writing great titles from analysis I've been doing. Plus, it even has memory about this particular project, this type of work we're doing, that updates every night when we use the project to keep it live and on the cusp of everything we're doing. And then below, we've got all the different chats we've been having within this project with this YouTube consultant. So you can see this one, for example, 7 AI tools for YouTube. I was working back and forth to start structuring the outline of my video here based on all of that project knowledge. Now, things level up even further with Claude when you go into the capabilities section, because you can build all sorts of stuff. Yes, it can code, it can deep research and everything, but one of the most unique things about Claude is skills. And these allow you to not just give it knowledge, but actually systemize your expertise so it can perform actions for you. And this is when it gets really cool with Notion, because what I've done is built loads of skills that can actually create Word documents with my brand, create slide decks with my brand included, with my logo included, or create SOPs, all sorts of things. So you see here, I was actually able to generate this branded presentation direct from Claude in one shot that comes out in my colors with all my text. You can see it's got my logo in the top left there. Or not just write text, it can actually output documents as well. Again, because I've got it paired with that brand skill, I've given it all my branding information. It can generate documents with my logo in there, in more of my brand colors, using the exact text. So anytime I want to output spreadsheets, slides, anything like that from Claude, it can do everything automatically for us, which is why it's become such a powerful hub when I've connected it up with Notion, when I've added those skills in. This thing is super powerful. And if you want to find out more about how in-depth you can get with Claude to making it your operating system, then watch this video right here where I go on a full deep dive.